The plank is one of the most hated exercises of millions of people around the world. Meet Andrew. He really loves to perform the plank. He knows that there are millions of challenges for this exercise. Andrew can stand in a vertical or horizontal plank for many minutes in a row without using his feet. And how long can you stand on the plank? Killian Braun and his friend love to ride around the desert. However, they do it in a very unusual way. To do this, they need a bicycle and ski equipment. I still have one question. How did the guys get up after descending back to the dune? Because there are clearly no lifts in the desert. Let's give these guys a like for creativity, and we're moving on. And right now, you can see a girl from the Apple Watch Series 6 ad filmed in 2021. Cordy Denaya is an athlete and actress. She also studies the oldest Japanese martial art called Iaido with a katana. All techniques and performances become incredibly spectacular if they are performed by Cordy. Let's give her a like for her talents and move on. And this is Ernest Brenchley. He did a flip with as many as 9 turns on the trampoline. In order to gain the right height, the guy can't really rely on his weight. 6 of his friends are rocking a trampoline to make the trick possible. For Ernest, it's just a hobby, but he can perform amazing tricks and even plans to participate in the trampoline jumping championship among non-professionals. Samoyed named Uka is a real flying dog. He is absolutely not afraid of heights and insanely loves to fly with his owner. And this couple loves paragliding over the most beautiful alpine mountains and really enjoys life. For happiness, they need only true friendship and incredible travel opportunities. Ashton Hall is a young athlete and fitness coach. Thanks to his unique training system, he looks like a powerful mountain of muscles. He admits that he finds his motivation in the mirror. As soon as he noticed how his body was changing and how his muscles were growing, the desire to work further and share his experience with others was born by itself. Cliff diving is the pinnacle of extreme sports. The height of the cliff for jumping can reach 30 meters. One slightest mistake and it could be the last jump in the athlete's history. But Robin Georges is a true professional. Before the jump, he studies everything: wind speed, depth, bottom relief, and even undercurrents. He definitely deserves your respect. These guys are 11-time Guinness World Record holders and 10-time world champions. They have collected all sorts of titles and achieved a level of professionalism that is hard to imagine. They use all possible ways to make the ball rolling along the specified trajectories and fall exactly into the pocket. They definitely deserve our respect. And how do you like it? These guys have set the table right in the air and are flying in a balloon. The main thing is to not bring alcohol to such a party, otherwise it will become more extremal. Our hero is called Paulo Henrique Zen. He loves paragliding, skydiving, and all sorts of flights. And now just look at this video. It is simply breathtaking. Just look at this thin path located directly above the cliff at an altitude of several thousand meters. Such a path is definitely not for the weakest people. Magdalena Kalous and Anya Kaiser are very fond of traveling and hiking in the mountains. And we can enjoy the videos that the girls shoot for us on their social networks. These guys represent different schools of Chinese martial arts such as Kung Fu, Wushu, and Shaolin. Their possession of the traditional straight Geon Sword is simply amazing. They should definitely get a role in a historical movie. While their hard exercises and throwing of Shangbiao rope darts in a harsh, snow-covered landscape allow the audience to immerse in the fascinating world of martial arts. Thomas Eichberger is terribly fond of winter extreme sports. One of them is speed riding, where he is flying with a parachute on skis. Interestingly, this sport is prohibited on all ski slopes. One can see signs with the image of a paraglider crossed out with a bold red line on the supports of lifts. But you have to admit that his flight turns out to be incredibly beautiful. This guy's name is Thomas, and he can make an extreme jump whenever he sees some water. He jumps from bridges, rocks, and even apartment windows. In flight, he can do a few somersaults and group up at the last moment. Thomas asks people not to repeat his tricks because he believes that he has just been lucky so far. And this is a football player from the Swiss national team called Alicia Lemon. This girl, despite her young age, is already a well-known athlete and continues to develop her career. Even more, Alicia continues to get into the ratings of the world's most beautiful football players in the world. There are many ways for players to celebrate a goal. They can dance, take off their t-shirts, and roll around the field. Popular media even rank the most memorable celebrations of football goals. And now you are going to see an incredibly talented equilibrist and juggler who earns his living thanks to his unique skills. His signature trick is walking on a tightrope right on the street in front of traffic stopped at a traffic light. Each time, the guy has only a couple of minutes to stretch the rope and show the audience his show. And these guys drive remote-controlled cars for their own pleasure. They perform tricks and controlled skids while driving off-road on their mini-cars. One thing is clear for sure, no matter how old a man is, he will always play with cars. However, such cars become even more serious with age. Table tennis is considered the most energy-consuming game. Moreover, historians claim that there was no table for the first games and they played right on the floor. According to legend, a champagne cork was used instead of modern balls. At the same time, ping pong still tops the list of the most popular sports on Earth.